my name's Grandad. You joined us this week and we're still in the bathroom. Still ain't had a wash, but hopefully it's going to be imminent soon and the personal hygiene will improve. So, yeah.
Speak for yourself.
And as you can see here, I'm just sanding some... These are old, furniture that Hayley had when she was a singleton. But no, these have been stored away for a while, and we're just sanding them down and reusing them for... This is going to be actually the wash and basin worktop, if you like, countertop. So just marking out with a template here, and just creating the curves, because it's actually, you'll see in a bit further on in the vlog actually the shape of it, but yeah, this is basically just working out the plywood template.
The sink we've gone for is a round countertop sink, so it just sits on top of the counter. So we laid that on the plywood and drew round it, and then we've just added a little bit extra around the outside edge to allow for a bit of work surface. It was much better trying to get the template done and precise, so we knew we wouldn't make mistakes at the end. We're using the strips of floor protector that we use to make the bulkheads. So instead of using it in one bit, we've used all the small pieces. We can get in all the nooks and crannies, and if the wall ain't quite straight and things like that, it's easier to do it with small pieces and just keep taping them together.
Transfer the outline of the template onto the pine board, and then it's just a case then of going round. Obviously, you see here, just go round it with the jigsaw. Did use a circular saw on any of the straight bits I could get to, but with it being the shape it is, obviously you can't do that with a circular saw, so we just did the rest with a jigsaw, and it turned out okay. Now that hole's been cut out, this is the hole for the waste from the wash hand basin. I just did a quick check to make sure I drilled the hole the right size, and yeah, it fitted okay. Once it was given a bit of a sand up on all the edges and the top, it was good to go.
Once we'd finished the top, we used that same template and just made it a little bit smaller, and that's going to be for a big heavy base that we're putting underneath the main worktop. And you can see Adie's just laminating a few pieces of ply together to make it a nice chunky thick base.
The width of the timber on the front of the cabinets was 44mm, and the thinking behind this, you can see at the moment, is we used an 18mm plywood board, 9mm in the middle and 18mm on the other side. So that gave us, it was close as we could get to the 44mm we got for the framework on the cabinets. It gave us 45mm. So yeah, it's the best we could think of to make up that size really. To stick them together we used a polyurethane wood adhesive.
Last night you loved me, side baby side, wrapped up on the cover with the stars above me, and in a dream I was loving you, but not this time. Gotta get up, oh, not this time. You were so close I could hear you breathing. You were by my side and I was never leaving, but I was laid out dreaming, believing what my mind was showing while my eyes were busy sleeping, and I was all you would ever need.
We drilled a larger hole in this piece of timber so we could get easy access to the underside of the wash-on basin when we plumb the wash-on basin in, and also because it's sort of a heavy chunky piece of timber, it was to reduce a bit of the weight in it as well.
And then back to me for a few coats of the blue paint.
Why me, oh why? I dreamed last night you wanted me. You cried for me, cried. Came back around in my sleep and haunted me. And in a dream I was loving you, but not this time. I'm a dreamer. Why me, oh why? You know I need her. Why me, oh why? A true believer. Give me one chance, and you know I'd steal her. Why me, oh why? 'Cause I'm a dreamer. Why me, oh why? You know I need her. Why me, oh why? A true believer. Give me one chance, and you know I'd steal her.
Wanted to see how many shelves we could get out with the sides of the dressing table. So we had the dressing table was in like two parts, so we had 4 side uprights, so it was like how many shelves could we get out of those?
Apparently making matchsticks out of the remaining stuff as well, if anybody's interested. With our
We're
logo
going to
on it.
use it all.
With our logo on it.
No, we're going to use all of it.
I know we are.
The bottom shelf we're going to need to leave a space under the back for the pipe work. So in this board that's going up now, the holes are already drilled at the bottom for the pipe work to thread through. So we still wanted to use that space at the bottom, but we needed to leave some room for the for the pipes. So Hayley made this ingenious little step that we could still stick a shelf onto.
And it fits.
Alright. Bit of a miracle that.
12th time lucky.
I'm good at editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got to make the hole, what is it, a mil? 2 mils lower? Let's see with that on the shelf. This was the only tricky one, just working out where to align the shelf because it had to join up with the bit that covered the pipes.
If I mark it, yeah. Mark it.
What was that? Is a booby on the?
No.
Put the light on. Is that a booby on the wall?
Oh yeah.
That's not my. That's not my booby there. Yeah, but Hayley always getting her booby in the shadow. Now he's worked out how to use the hoover, we'll start putting it together. So all this area is going to be for my towels, and
for those English speaking viewers out there, that's towels. Not towels. Towels.
towels.
What you dry yourself with, not towels.
Towels.
Towels. Anyway, carry on.
Anyway, that's for my towels and flannels and all the little bits like that. Stop it.
As you can see, we're making the most out of this floor covering. It's just getting reduced in size, so that as the shelf size is reducing, so we might end up with one about the size of a postage stamp soon. But yeah, this is going to be the base of the cabinet, sort of where there's going to be some doors on the front, and you'll stand all your taller items on this shelf.
Right, back to being sensible and telling you what we're actually doing. We've taken a breather and we've stopped laughing. Right.
Yeah.
Gradually from the worktop to the floor, we're gradually reducing the depth of each shelf. So by the time it gets to the floor, we've got somewhere to
floor covering.
No, we've got somewhere to put our feet.
Oh right. Yeah.
So when you clean your teeth, you got somewhere to put your toes.
Which is always handy.
No, you've got somewhere to put your toes.
Oh yeah.
Because we haven't got a kickboard, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
So
a bit like having a kickboard.
Stand 6 foot away from us.
Yeah. So gradually, each shelf that we're putting in is reducing in depth.
Yeah.
Phew.
Breathe.
Right, take 10. Let's turn that off.
Don't wanna be a one-man woman. Got me stranded like a boat in the sand. Just the thought about spreading my wings drives me crazy. Dressing up, fixing my strut. Always prepared, you never know who shows up around the corner. Maybe it's that director.
don't worry, I ain't got any more floor covering left, so this is going to be another sort of template which is going to be used for a former that we're making to construct the cabinet doors. So we're going to just put 3 identical pieces of ply together, cut out, and then we just brace them here with these bits of they're not even 2x1, just some thin timber that we've got spare. Just basically just nailing it together here just to give it a bit of strength, and then you'll see it in a minute. We're gonna, where I'd sawn all that wood off on the table saw a minute ago, they're actually going to be cut into lengths, and then they're going to put end to end and wrapped over this, and they will form the curved cabinet doors.
Jump out on the stage, get locked up in a cage, director. Mr. Director, I will do anything you want me to do. Hey, Mr. Director, anything for you. I can sing, I can dance, I can sing, I can dance, I can learn the smooth moves. I will do anything you ask me to do. Jump out on the stage, get locked up in a cage, director. I can sing, I can dance, I can learn the smooth moves. I will do anything you ask me to do. Jump out on the stage, get locked up in a cage, director. Oh, bring it on, director. I know how to deliver. Come on, director.
Just lining up the centre here where the 2 doors will join. It's the first time that I've used this it's Type Bond 3 wood glue. I've watched a few videos on YouTube of different woodworking channels, and they seem to really recommend this, so thought I'd give it a go, and it's really impressive.
Just putting some tape on there just to stop any glue that runs through, stopping the door actually sticking on the former. We've just been filming with the camera pointing nowhere near this, but we've managed to stick it all together. The angles are a little bit dodgy because it wasn't a pure circle, so we even though we cut them as a angle.
Yeah. We'll do it trial and error, but
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see.
this is a bit trial and error.
Yeah.
I think it's going to work though.
Yeah.
I think if you fill up the,
Bit of time, innit?
yeah,
Fill
Fill
up
up
all the
the-
gaps and stuff, and then
right, we've got a little bit
we'll
of
have to
gap.
plane
in
it down and get it all flattened out, and I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, give it a go then.
Yeah.
Let's fill all the gaps.
I'm adding a few strips of wood to the ends of each, at the end of the former here. Just going to glue them on and tape them until they're set. It's just to give it a bit more stability and a bit more, just keep the frame a bit sturdier and the doors together really, because eventually it's going to come off this former, and we didn't want any the joints to swell or move. So yeah, while
And
it's
you needed to take the tape off as well, didn't you?
yeah,
Once
true.
that tape was off, there was nothing else holding the two doors together.
Yeah, the
So
true.
that helped.
Just trying to get, this is the centre of the door, so I can cut this end and cut this end, so it's going to be level because all these are all uneven. So there's the centre. I'm just trying to put a centre line down here so I can then mark the same distance from there to there, from there to there, down there. Thinking behind it is then I can put masking tape between that mark and that mark, and I've got a straight line. Cool. Just trying to get this
Yeah,
line
a bit
on
accurate.
right. Yeah, with it being a curve, and I'm trying to get this to be accurate and all. So,
So far, I got up to that bit. Nothing's fixed in yet. The doors are just standing there. They're not quite in the right place yet until the hinges are on. But we'll finish it next week. That shelf's a little bit
this
big,
one, yeah.
because
So
that's the one that's going a little bit higher.
sort of there and there.
Yeah, when that's a bit higher, it's in a bit. It's not so much.
Yeah.
It's not so sticking out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's as far as we've got. So we'll finish it next week.